At Farmers Insurance, we know the sound of a perfect hot air balloon landing. And a less than perfect one. Seen it, covered it. Click for more.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
And now, an ad from Dad.
All right, save money on car insurance when you bundle home and auto with Progressive. Can I take these off? All right. What is this? This looks good. Wow. That's well made. Where did you get this? I'm talking to you with the hair. Yeah, where did you get this? It's good stuff. That's solid. That's not veneer. That's solid stuff.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Jim the Keys bartender coming to you from the Catch Restaurant and Bar in Key Largo. I'm here with Bill Wissinger.
Hi, how y'all
and
doing?
Luke Glenn.
Hey, man.
For episode 88. We had a rather segmented episodes yesterday, episode 86 and 87, but we're going to power through on this 88. I mean, it's a far cry from episode 69. Remember episode 69?
I do. That wasn't that Women's
It was somewhat eventful.
Day?
69 was that international when you sang that song, Luke?
Well, yeah, man.
Probably.
And it's all right. That was rather humorous and stuff like that.
I love that song.
You know what? My
it's a
reactions
tribute.
are right there on the surface and stuff like that. But what you did was funny, and the way I reacted was funny, and the way Bill understood it was funny.
Oh, it's even better live, man.
Yes, it is. It is better when we make a mistake.
No,
it
it's
is
better
so,
live on stage.
Oh, when we
when we actually play it when we're playing out.
Oh, I heard him sing it late at night.
Then.
This episode we call Keys Cars. Keys Cars, and we want to congratulate our buddy Bill Wissinger. He just got a Lincoln Navigator.
Yay!
It's beautiful, and he was driving around. We were talking.
It's got air conditioning.
Yeah, and how many miles was on your old vehicle?
Oh, almost 300, 280
300.
something.
Yeah.
How much is on this one?
118.
A Lincoln
118. Wow.
Lincoln
that ain't
Navigators
bad, man.
preserve. I know. Hey, listen, we're in the Keys.
Well,
there's a lot of wealthy people
last
that live down here. We aren't them down here. But if you could tell your friends to listen to us, if we're worthy of a larger listening audience, that would be great. But Keys Cars, Bill got rid of his Keys car.
No, I still have it.
he still has it.
What are you going to do with it?
It's going to sit in the lot until it lives past this one.
And what he'll do is he'll store shit in it.
Dude,
It's going to be a storage unit?
I've had that van for, what, I bought it in 2004. I've had it 10, 12
How many
years.
miles was on it when you bought it?
Oh, I don't know, 130.
Oh, man.
But no, that thing's outlived, 3 replacement vehicles.
Luke's the next one. Luke's the next one to replace his, and then I'll probably be the one after that, I think.
Well,
I just got to get my shit together and get over there and make the windows roll up and down.
Oh yeah, we were talking about you got to move your shit around.
Well,
no, I got to get my shit together and
yeah,
fix his window switch.
my windows are stuck in the position they're in. So I'm either getting rained on or stressing because it doesn't lock properly,
Oh, man, I'm sorry.
And also, I'm on my second fucking tarp, man. The first one wore out. The first tarp survived Irma, man.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then,
really? Had you?
I just tucked it in like I do, and
Like you do with your penis?
No,
when you do that Buffalo Bill thing, get it?
I don't tuck that.
No, tuck it in when you remember.
I don't, mine's too short to even have to worry about tucking, man. Shit.
I thought it was an appropriate time to say that. Luke doesn't probably do that.
Mine's an innie until I get a hard on, then it's an outie.
There you go.
You're a grower, not a shower?
Not much of that either.
This time of year, the problem is you got to go in the bathroom after every set and wipe.
Oh, man.
Sweat.
Holy shit. How do we get in Keys Cars and then start talking about
ball sweat? Because it's hot as fuck.
Chafes, man.
Hey, listen, I'm a fitness instructor, man. Well,
See,
I go and
speaking
sit.
to the choir.
I go an hour and I do that stuff. I'm all about.
Do you do it outside though? You should do it outside in the heat,
You know
man.
what? Wait. The intensity level we go at,
I
even with
know.
the temperature set at 74, I'm soaked down to my shoes.
Yeah, you
And
should do it outside. And you could
mow-
cut the time in half.
Wait a second. I mow the lawn with a human powered mower. You know what I mean? The rotary. You know the rotary run. I do it in the middle of the day.
Yeah, that's good for you.
Yeah. No. I'm just saying. I know how hot it is out there, and it's stuff like that. You would never be able to do that intensity.
About it.
No, I'm not bragging about it. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying I would never be able to do the intensity level workout. I do sound like a fucking jerk off when I do that. You know what? At least I'm reflective. I realize
There you
that,
go.
and now I'm complimenting myself for
You
being
know, it's
reflective.
it's better when you catch it yourself and nobody else has to point it out. You're like, damn, I'm being a douche.
Yeah, that was douchey. But I did many times. If I'm wearing the wrong kind of gym shorts, man, do my balls chafe?
Shake?
Chafe. Like there's chafe.
Sorry, my ears
or
have
there's
been
a
plugged up,
chafing
man.
dish. A chafing dish is not for your balls to lay on. So
Now,
the
I got
skin.
a good story about that. Never, ever keep the Gold Bond medicated foot powder next to the baby powder.
Oh yeah. Why? Oh yeah, because
Make the baby scream,
The
man.
mentholated, trust me, the mentholated foot powder, when you grab that mistakenly and go to dust your ball.
Oh, yeah. That'll light your world up.
Sandy comes into the bathroom wondering what the hell I'm yelling about, sitting in there in the shower with the damn
Hey, I guess
thing down, trying
the listeners, if you're out there, and I don't know if there's anybody listening to live, you could guess which person here manscapes.
Oh, fuck.
There's one person here that manscapes,
Yeah.
And it ain't me.
You know,
and it ain't Bill.
No.
You know why I do it? You know why I do it?
Because you enjoy looking at your penis
There
in the
you
mirror.
go.
No, because it gets too hot, man. I try to. I would be like. I would want to be like Jean-Luc Picard in.
Be hairless, man?
Yeah, be fucking hairless in the future.
No, there's what's that disease, man? I've known several.
Pyoria.
Or something, man, and even they lose their eyebrows,
Eyebrows.
their eyelashes. All
What are
the hair on
eyebrows?
their
What do you
body,
think that? What do you
man.
think?
I wouldn't mind losing my eyebrows. Damn, I was sitting up last night and I looked down at something and my eyebrows touched my sunglasses. I had puddles in both lenses, man.
No, but what do you think
Yeah,
the
it
evolutionary requirement? I mean, eyelashes make sense because they get kind of knock out dust. What do you think eyebrows are for?
The same thing.
Your guys are logical.
They're supposed to protect your
protect your
eyeballs.
eyes from stuff coming in.
Well, you know, I've had old girlfriends tell me just because I can grow mine out like an owl doesn't mean I should.
I know that, man. Fuck it. The older we get, and this is not
Dude,
going to help
man.
those younger viewers,
Get
but
losing all the
they
hair in
start
places-
start
Yeah,
showing up.
You lose all the hair in the places you want it, and you get all the hair in the places you don't.
Yeah, and
Well, my dad had a
speaking of hairy man,
Hey, Ty, how you
There's
doing?
Ty.
unibrow, and I didn't inherit that unibrow.
Wow.
I look like my dad never, but
no,
I don't
none of
have
us
the
do.
unibrow.
Wait, no, none of us have it.
No.
Oh my God, we do share something. You
Yeah.
know what? I bet.
None
I
of
bet.
us are unibrows, man.
I don't know how thick my beard would be, but I guess if I let it go for like 6 months, I might get into the same where we could
There
look
you
this,
go.
like those fucking douchebags from the Duck Dynasty, those posers.
Yeah, they got
They're
paid
posers.
to grow their
yeah,
beard.
they got paid to grow their beards. They're not like naturals like you guys. And
No,
if
that
you're
one
if
was,
you like Duck Dynasty, obviously you're not gonna like us.
Well, probably not. I mean,
Yeah.
we're more entertaining than those guys are, man. But
I don't know who's the crazy old uncle.
yeah,
Festus?
Uncle Phil, he's the homophobic one.
Yeah,
man.
but he's still funny as shit.
Well, if he's homophobic, he probably got touched when he was younger, right?
well, he was in the military as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so
No.
he probably got
Supposedly, he's a combat veteran, but I don't know that for a fact.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a crazy old uncle. that
There's
you
a
go
lot of
hunting with.
people that served during wartime that are, rear echelon. You
You got to
Way
watch
more
out,
rear
man. You
echelon
got to watch
than-
out for these guys. It's
So,
called stolen valor. They profess to be veterans and serve in combat,
and
and,
they're
they
bullshit.
never went into combat. So
Some of them didn't even.
I
leave
admit
country,
I've never been in
I've
combat.
been downtown in Norfolk.
Yep. Oh,
That's some serious
that's combat.
combat.
I lived in Philadelphia, but we started out talking about Keys cars, and we can go back to all those things.
There you go.
The funny
Look at
thing,
the way her butt bounces when she
look at
writes
it.
on the
She is bouncing,
chalkboard.
yeah. She's bouncing. Just
I'm not making
Luke staring
fun,
at
I am
Holly's
not
butt.
making fun of Holly.
Yep. Yeah.
She will
Oh,
kick
yeah.
my ass.
She almost
oh,
fell when
my
she
God,
said that.
here she
Yeah.
comes.
There
She's
she
gonna
goes.
come kicking ass
Okay,
now.
she's going to kick Luke's ass. So the first time my sister, well, when you see a car drive down the road in Florida, and Keys,
Oh, Jesus fucking
no,
Christ.
but you got no, don't worry about that. We won't talk. But it doesn't have any doors.
Oh, I
And
saw
it's
one.
supposed to
I
have
saw
doors.
that one.
I'm
the
not
other
talking
day.
about a Jeep
Yeah.
or
No,
when
this
anything
was
like
this was like a 4-door pickup truck with all the doors taken off of it.
Yep.
Yeah, you could drive as long as you get it registered. And I don't know what the criteria
There was
is.
there was a guy down here for years. I'm sure Luke remembers that. He had an orange Rabbit, not a convertible, but the top was cut off.
Yeah, they cut the. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, there's
car,
all
man.
sorts of shit like that. I saw a guy that took some kind of frame and put a boat on it. He's driving it as a boat.
And there's the
but
guy
as
with
long
the-
as you have the
There's
signals,
the guy with the wooden truck.
well, that's his. That's his. That's Jim. Jim and Linda. He has the wooden truck.
Jim's got the
He has the
truck?
wooden Jeep. Hey,
No.
Sean.
This is an actual wooden.
does your stepfather have a wooden truck?
Yes.
Yes, he does.
It is. It is Jim.
It's a wooden truck. We're talking about Keys cars. Except for the frame. Oh, obviously. Except, I guess that fucking Bond guy. What's that seal thing? The guy that uses Bondo. What is it?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? The guy that does that commercial.
Oh, no,
That
yeah, the seal-
installs a
Saws the boat in half. Quick.
boat in half, and then he tapes it together.
Yeah, we know what you're talking about.
And then he put together what? Flex Seal.
Damn.
Yeah, he takes one. He puts together. Fucking amazing if it's true.
I
It
bet
does?
It does.
Oh, that'd be fucking amazing.
She used it as a temporary
Fixer
tampon
dildo.
one time, man.
Nope. Not
Oh,
going there.
oh,
Not
shit.
saying anything.
I said it.
I'm not saying
I
anything.
went over.
Nope.
I went over. Hey,
Uh-uh.
you say shit about my butt crack all the time.
Dude, she's going to come
I didn't
over
say
and
who
start.
it was. I didn't say who it was yet. So you don't say it. I can talk about it.
I'm
you
thinking
know
we
what?
got some 5200.
Okay, there has been accusation from someone I work with that I may entice my dog with peanut butter to gratify myself, and I'll say, no, I admit that. See, look at what I'm doing. I do it for you. I do it. You know what? I admitted it. I didn't say your name either. You know what? I give it.
Harry.
This one I give up to you. Well, I don't know if it may not be the same people. There's people. We're gonna pitch it out to Alaska too.
Okay.
Alaska, we're gonna get. I want to cover all the corners. Hawaii.
Four corners?
We could talk about Hawaii too, but we're talking about the fucking vehicles.
Hawaii.
Hawaii,
Have you-
man, the
Well,
Big
Hawaii.
Island just got
Well,
700
I love
new
Hawaii.
Did you see that
man.
boat that got fucking nailed by a lava bomb?
Yeah.
Bomb 2 days ago.
Man. Oh, Jesus.
No, they were. Well, hey, first of all, they're touring. They're going near it.
Yeah, I know. They're going over there to watch
And
it.
you know
'cause
what?
cool.
It's not. It is cool, but you know what? That those
That's not a
lava
good
bombs
idea.
can go. It's not a good idea to go nearby. And then people have been hit on their porches and their houses. I imagine eventually someone's going to be on the shitter, and a lava bomb. I'm sure many of us had lava bombs coming out their ass, but coming through the roof of their house.
Yeah, that's going to be a
hitting them.
surprise.
That's
You
something.
know, the
I bet
hot
you had a
wings
couple
were
lava
hot,
bombs, Luke.
man, when you take a shit and steam comes up out of the bowl.
That's West Virginia, man. When it's in the winter.
Well, down here in the Keys, man, we have no hot water. I mean,
It is hot.
No,
in the
no,
summer.
I'm sorry.
We
cold
you
water.
don't
We have
need,
no cold
You don't
water.
need
We have
hot
no
water
cold
in the.
You don't
in
even
the
need
summer.
hot
You don't
water
need hot
here
water in the
down
summer.
here.
You know how you up north you got to let your shower run to get some warm water. Down here we got to let the shower run for a couple minutes to get some
Yeah.
cool water in it.
Well,
And
no,
I say
and that-
cool.
Even then,
And
even then,
actually-
it doesn't really get that
actually,
cold.
If your house has got good AC and your water pipe happens to run in the house and gets chilled, that's so you have like
30 seconds.
30 seconds of really cool, refreshing
I
water.
know.
and
Well,
then it turns
man.
then it's back to
when I'm
89
taking
degrees.
when I'm
man.
taking a shower, man, it's turned all the way to the right as far as I can. It's going to be a cool setting. But and once again,
And my nuts don't even shrink up in our cold water.
No,
here.
man. There is no such thing as cold.
oh, look
water.
at that, a little booby tapping going on there. So we were back to I know. Here we go. Back to. I'm going to talk about the worst cars we've seen. There was some woman that was
How about
coming to
Cherie's
my
truck,
road.
man? Cherie,
Cherie, the bartender I used to work with.
Yeah. I saw her out. She's still driving that
little
ugly.
camo truck.
Tell me about
the camo truck with the topper.
Well, it's tropical camo. I mean, it's not
it's
like
got palm frond.
Yeah.
It's
and
Blades camo.
And it's
give it
bright yellow. And
give
green.
a description. What is it? Is it a mini
It's like
truck or
it
a
looks
full
like
size?
a Chevy Love to me.
One of those S10s, old S10s.
Yeah, it could be
S10 Ranger. I think it's a Ranger.
A Ranger.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's a little small pickup. Maybe
Yeah,
an old
and what else? What's going on? What makes
she's
it?
got okay. If anybody is familiar with hunting stuff and hunting patterns, you probably know your camo patterns. But it's got a palmetto pattern. But rather than being green, a couple shades of greens
And brown and stuff.
brown, it's like yellow and purple and pink and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. You can see that fucker
Yellow,
a mile
purple,
off.
and pink. Well,
And-
you know what?
and the
There's a lot of
reason-
the tropical colors. There's not a lot of. Well, actually, pink. You don't see a lot of pink.
You don't
fucking.
see a lot
I
of
saw
pink
her out in her
Glades.
car today.
I mean,
She
like-
almost caused a wreck because she was going in through the outdoor and driving like a chick, man, basically.
Oh, that was so fucking
Now, it was funny
misogynist,
as-
man.
I
What are you
know,
talking- Hey,
but-
Keith, how you doing, buddy? Hey, good to hear. It's good to see you.
No, but she was driving like a total airhead, man. That was
You know,
wow.
speaking about,
And then
about 3 months ago, I was pulling out of Publix, and some guy cuts me off, almost takes the front off my van. He's in this little Honda Civic or something like that. I go step on the gas. I get up beside him. I'm going to flip him off and yell at him. It's a little Asian dude, barely see over the steering wheel, and I'm like, dude, I'm not saying anything, and every other Asian out there hates you because you are perpetuating the stereotype.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what? And you know what? That was a responsible thing to do. Sometimes you see someone, and when I see an older person, I mean, okay, I understand
How about
that
the
they don't have, they
douchebag
can't,
down here
they
that
may not have the
impersonated
They
the
may
cop?
not have the ducats to pay someone to drive them the
Yeah.
fuck around, so they got to go and get their medication, get their food, and they got to. That's the only thing. They're out there on their own.
people
Dude.
on fucking Xanax shouldn't fucking drive.
dude.
But okay, this woman had a Caprice, the old Caprice. It was the last year on a Caprice. I think was 89 or 90.
Okay, not the '70s round one, but the more
No,
squared off
the-
cop car.
The rounded kind of ones.
Yeah, the bubble one.
Yeah, the cop ones, and it's got to be more. Yeah, it had to be mid 90s.
Yeah.
So she had it, and she looks like she got T-boned, and the whole passenger side is not. It's into the frame.
Oh yeah.
It's the dent is
Going down
into
the road,
frame,
kinda skewed
going in there,
sideways.
and going, and you just see that, and you go, holy shit, how in the hell this? And I think the windows were still in.
You got to look at the tires. The tires tell you if the frame's twisted, you know?
I know, but you could tell that I think the frame was twisted, but wherever it was T-boned or something like that, it was still able to drive because I know I've seen her on the road for at least 7 months. And if it's really by the damage of it, I couldn't imagine that you'd be able to do it. And she kept on driving that fucking vehicle.
Sean's got quite the Keys Cruiser. He's got a whole plethora of dents and parking by braille going on.
Oh, you're talking about the car he has?
Yeah.
It's almost like that the.
That's
He has a-
Lincoln.
Well,
It
he
doesn't
did
have the
that
tie
really,
downs
No,
on
no,
it.
not the Lincoln. The Mercury. The
It has
Mercury,
those tie straps on it.
What is that? Mercury Caprice? It's the cop.
Marquee.
Yeah, it's
Mercury Marquee.
Oh, well,
It's-
his
it's the
truck
cop
was
car.
pretty fucked up, too.
There's a
He had
lot of
fucked up
a
truck.
lot of people drive the old fucking cop cars.
Oh yeah, you can get it for
And
a
you
song
do-
and dance.
Yeah, you get it.
They've only got 450,000 miles on them.
Yeah, you know what? And they're fucking easy to work on.
They're well maintained. They're easy
Yeah.
to work on, and there is no lack
and
of parts.
they
ever.
do beat the shit out of them.
Oh
though.
yeah, suspension.
And,
No, man, but sometimes you look out and you get one of them like supervisor cop cars,
There
the
you go.
ones that, you know, an older responsible guy was
The one that
driving.
George has been driving around.
Well, I'm not
on.
talking about even the ones they had. The sheriff's office has or police officers have. There's no reason for you not getting a decent one. It's the way they take care of it afterwards. The reason you'd buy one is because you could beat it a little. It's got a big engine. It's going to cost you a little extra for gas.
It's got
But-
cop shocks.
Yeah.
Cop
You got the
And
big
you got
fucking
tires,
light.
tires,
And
tires.
sometimes they still leave that spotlight on the side.
Yep.
You still don't like it.
Which is a bad idea.
Blues Brothers. No, but Luke and I are doing the Blues Brothers.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The Dan Aykroyd has got cop tires.
Orange whip, orange whip, orange whip.
Orange whip.
Yeah.
Hey, boy, you bring me my cheese whiz.
3 orange whips.
Yeah.
Hey, boy, bring my cheese whiz.
Hey, Luke, you were just going to start talking about when you were driving today about something.
Oh, well, so I saw Cherie today on the road in her fucked up little fucking ugly ass truck. And then this chick, I don't know what it is. It looks like a fucking Subaru, but it has a Ford fucking logo on it. I think that somebody glued a Ford logo on a fucking Subaru Outback. That's what it looks
That'd
like.
be fucking great. Why would you
And
do
it's
something?
covered. It's a bright yellow fucking car covered in bumper stickers, man.
Oh, I've seen
all
that.
kinds of weird bumper. And if you look at the front end of it, it looks like she has run over every fucking thing she could fucking hit in her neighborhood. You can see where she definitely hit a goddamn fire hydrant. You know, and countless garbage cans, man, have bounced off the front of
There
that
you
car.
go. Now, you just said Subaru. I was laughing because I was up in Asheville or close to Asheville last week. Dude, I have never seen so many goddamn Subarus in my life.
Yeah.
But everybody's got a Subaru.
Do we have anybody
That's
listening
because
that has a
actually,
Subaru
man,
down here?
Subaru
We got our
sus-
chat. We've just
succeeded
figured out our
Honda
chat.
for the most
Yeah,
If you do
no,
come
nobody
on-
on chat. I've been looking.
Hey, how did they get on the chat?
I have no idea. I guess they go to
I guess someone figured it
Spreaker.
out. Someone that's. I guess if we have someone that's on Spreaker that figures how to use the.
Yeah, let us know. We're kind of curious.
Yeah. We'll. Yeah. Let us know. I've been trying
Chat
to figure.
with us.
I was trying to figure out today how to take. There's an editing feature on our application, and it looks like you can link one to another. And I tried doing it several times today, and I to no avail. Maybe I have. Maybe I haven't.
I had the Spreaker app, but it has disappeared off my fucking phone.
Yeah, I just don't know how
Then
to link
again,
it.
I don't
'cause
have my glasses on. I
you
could
and
be looking at
I
it
think
and
you
I
and I
just-
are the only ones that could do because you have the passwords and all
yeah.
that stuff. But you know what? We do apologize for that. But if we were technically gifted, we probably wouldn't be as weird and fucked up as we are now. So we'd be a little more staid. We're not worried about it as much.
Yeah.
And someday if we
What
do
was it
have
we were worried about?
Nothing.
nothing now. I mean, I was more of the I was
Worried
the worrier.
about how to get chat to work on Spreaker.
Oh, yeah.
Well, not that. I'm worrying how to get them taped together
Oh.
when we dumped our.
when we-
they're
yeah.
there, and if it's interesting off the list, I put part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, and you know what? They're not different days. They're actually
Yeah, they're all
a
running together.
minute or
There
less
he is.
apart. You know?
No, I thought I did.
No, that's not him, right?
Yeah, that's not who I thought that was.
Oh, I would tell you about a friend of mine. So you ran into Cherie,
Well, I just saw her on the road.
yeah?
And I was
Do you ever-
watching her
do you ever
drive
have
really
fucking
bad.
People pull up next to you.
She yanked across traffic right in front of everybody, man. People slamming on brakes and shit.
Oh, really?
And, oh yeah, it was really funny. And then she picked up somebody else. And then when she was pulling back out into traffic, believe it or not, at the time, I had already come and gone on a run. And she pulls out and does the same thing. It's like I don't think she looks. I think she's just one of them people that just drive and people are going
I
to
saw her
dodge
walking
me.
across from. She lives across from the Big Chill. I seen her, and you could tell
Yeah.
Cherie. She's kind of
She's a very muscular chick. And you
fit.
wouldn't-
I call her fit. She's not muscular like a big
Well,
dude.
she's had like really bad back surgeries and shit, and she's done an amazing job of like healing herself. She can do all these weird. She can do splits and all this shit. You wouldn't think somebody would.
no,
if you
I
look
worked
at the
with her at
scars
Gilbert.
on
You
her.
remember that? I worked
Oh
with
yeah,
her years
yeah,
at Gilbert.
man. And so at any rate, she loves to get.
You know
fucking
what? I mean, it's
blotto drunk, man.
two people could not be further apart than Cherie and I. I got along great with her. She was a
Oh,
sweetheart.
she's a sweetheart of a person, man. Bless her heart, man. But
She came in with a guy to Encore one time, this nice restaurant I worked at, and the guy came in, and I told this before a couple of things, but a different episode. She's there. She's the sweetest girl in the world, and he started to tell a joke that was he looked left and right, and then he used the N-word, and I said, what? And there were two, Colin and the guy that lived across the street from me. I forgot his name. He doesn't listen to the show anyway, but he was a good guy. I mean, two black dudes are working at the end of the bar, and the guy tells a racist joke, and he apologizes, and I'm telling Cherie, I said, I apologize, Cherie. She goes, why are you apologizing? He should be apologizing. I said, because he can't come in here anymore. And she goes, well, he won't tell it again. I said, that's a lie.
No, because
Yeah, he will. He just won't tell it here.
Once you're really comfortable to say that, you're done.
I always hate when people just assume it's cool to say certain things just because,
Yep.
you know.
How you doing?
How you doing, Chief?
Yep. And he assumed about if they say something about like, hey, this girl's ready.
I mean, I'm
she's
not
drunk.
perfect by any stretch of the imagination, you know, but I think most people know me and that I have a twisted sense of humor. And like Christy, our friend yesterday.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
Christy
hanging out.
was, she was on. She actually sat with us.
Oh,
And
Christy.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
she,
yeah.
I thought you meant Christine.
She
for a
had.
second.
She had a. Did she say she originally voted for Obama and then she voted for?
then she
voted for Trump,
yeah.
and then she was kind of. I think she seemed to be really embarrassed.
She doesn't follow stuff because
She doesn't follow the news.
It's become so divided and so intense.
I don't care who you voted for. If you voted, that's good.
You know.
Well,
The thing that my gripe
uninformed
now is the fact-
voting is worse than not voting sometimes.
Fuck no, it's your civic duty. Get in there and pull that fucking
No,
lever.
no. Well, that's okay. Let me explain a study they did in World War II. They did a study and they realized that only 25%. I'm just picking arbitrarily. It was a low percentage of guys fired their. Hey, dang! I'll drink it.
Oh.
I'll come over and pick it up. Okay, thanks, Sean. If you put it right on the bar, I'll
Well,
come
you
over.
had I had.
No,
when
they
I
say
went over.
25%.
No, you had half a beer when I went over.
Oh, no. That's all right. What I'm saying is 25% of the riflemen actually fired aim shots
Okay.
at the end. And it's just like going, bang,
They say-
bang, bang, bang.
They say
I mean,
most
it's like- and
soldiers
it's
shoot over each other's head because most people don't want to really kill anybody.
yeah.
And so if you read the Band of Brothers, the one guy, his name was Dick.
The sniper? The guy,
well,
the guy
he-
from West Virginia. There was a guy from West Virginia who was the,
well,
it wasn't,
anyway,
it was Swifty. His name was Swifty.
I don't know, but
It was from West Virginia.
at any rate, the dude that was in the 101st Airborne.
They were all in the 101st.
No, my dad was 82nd.
No, I meant the
Different
Band of
thing.
Brothers.
Yeah, they were all 101st.
Yeah. It was Easy
And-
Company. Yeah.
But Easy Company, they got misdropped just same as the 82nd did, and so you had a lot of the airborne divisions were very blurred. Even though there was a lot of my dad ended up fighting with the 101st quite a bit because they
Well,
were
no. Whenever they did the airdrops, because they didn't have the those shoots that they have now, where you can actually direct them and get them within
Right. Well,
20
don't
yards.
they don't use those anyway for paragraphs.
No, and the way they drop them over such a long distance. The way they come out the distance,
So
they're
there's
spread
a
out.
lot
Even
of-
the closer you become is within possibly if you were to drop the thing, it's 100 yards. It's the closest possible. But after you get caught in the different drifts because of your weight, you can get up a half
they
mile
were
to a
getting
mile away.
misdropped because they were coming under intense ACAC fire, anti-aircraft.
Yeah,
fire.
and they were avoiding
And so some of the pilots got squirrely, and did
Yep.
some weird stuff.
We're gonna go this way because they're not shooting that way.
Yeah, and at any rate,
that. How do we get there from the Keys Cars part?
I don't know.
That's an interesting
I
part.
never know.
because I saw Willie's
Hold on.
Jeep from that
Hold,
era.
hold on a second. I want to grab my beer. Keep on talking.
grab
Don't
your
hold
beer.
talking.
Oh,
Talk about your
um,
stuff. Talk amongst
Jim's
each
gonna
other.
get a beer, man. Wow, man. Jim's gonna trust me and Bill to talk, man. Wow.
This could go downhill. No. No, we were talking earlier about the pain in the ass of musicians getting new vehicles and having to figure out where all your shit's got to fit in on the new vehicle.
Yeah.
That's going to take me a month, man.
Oh, yeah. Or are you kind of like?
I'm playing Tetris for a month, trying to figure out
Probably
where
move
everything
your
needs
And
to
then
go.
you
and shit like
discover
that.
new cubby holes and shit you didn't even know were
I know.
there.
Yeah,
You know?
I'll find a bunch of different places to stick shit.
Well, we were talking about Keys Cars. We're going to come back to that. That's your organization skill. Where you're going to put all that shit in the back of your fucking truck. But you know what? A lot of things we never discussed down here, down in the Keys.
We have cars like mine.
Do you ever have a DUI?
No, knock on wood.
You ever have a DUI?
No.
I had one in Pennsylvania years ago, and it's expunged because I didn't have one afterwards. That was the rule back then. You go through this thing and you got to expunge.
I
But
learned
down
records
here,
never
you see
go away.
you see a shitload of people. The argument. I'm not arguing whether they should or should not. Distracted driving, I think, is probably the most dangerous thing right now.
See that all the time.
I know,
Pisses me
the penalty for drinking DUI, driving under influence, is much higher than for someone is fucking using
cell
texting
phone.
someone. Doing you can. I
think that
I
should
think
be
you're not
worse
even supposed to.
punishment.
In a
Or
lot of
equal.
states, you can't even pick up your phone.
I think they just changed the law down here where you're not supposed to have your phone at all.
I've been driving on.
you can use a headphone.
You can use the hands free, but I don't think you're supposed to have the phone in your hand at all.
I drive by people doing this all the time,
know.
driving with their phone in their hand.
Yeah.
That's
one
the-
one
that's the
hand
other
on the
thing with
wheel,
that
one
damn,
hand
with the
and
damn new
then-
car. I got to figure out where to stick my MapQuest thing on my cell phone. I got to figure out where I can stick that up on the dash because I got a drink holder in the van where the phone fits right in. I can put my map there.
Oh
when
no,
go
I
to-
got time. I'll get. You know what? I'll get one for you. That'll be my kind of like car warming
Well,
gift.
no, they
if
want-
it's right on your vent.
Okay.
If it's right on your vent,
I don't
and it
want to
has
block
a-
the
a-
vent. It's too fucking hot to block
No,
the
but the
fucking
thing
vent.
is, Lincoln Navigator has such a huge amount of vents there. That the nice thing about
Yeah,
it,
I got 25 vents up front. man.
it cools your
phone.
device at the same
There
time.
you go. Yeah, I got.
So
AC,
you put
I
it right
got
on
AC in the seat.
Yeah, yeah. You see that? So what you do is you just do the hands free. Hey, Patrick, how are you, my friend? We are fortunate to have some of the best customers here at the Catch Restaurant. It's happy hour in the middle of happy hour, 3:30 to 6:30. That was a ham-handed way I handed it, but you know what? It's great fucking wings. I'm down here with my
look
buddy.
pretty damn happy.
Thank you. In
I
China,
did that on
that would be
purpose 'cause that's
considered.
happy hour.
That would be considered.
That's not bad manners. That's good beer.
No, that would be considered a compliment to the chef
Good beer
or the
burp.
brewmaster, I guess.
Nothing like a good beer burp.
So we got back to the
DUI. When you
DUI.
walk in to kiss your wife and she takes exception. to that.
So you're
Oh,
down.
wow.
You're down in the Keys. You got one road and DUIs every week. You look at it.
Oh my god!
You see someone
man.
that gets
and
it.
the cops have been thick
I don't-
lately.
look, if you get plastered at a bar, it's not going to cost you more than $10 to take an Uber or get a cab home.
No. Uber is going to cost you big money.
Is it Uber big money? Okay,
Yeah,
I know
Uber
mom's
is
is
No,
like,
well,
That's
what's
why
the,
everybody calls.
what's the
us.
cost?
I know mom's is like
what's the
$10
cost of a DUI?
At least 10
thousands,
grand.
hundreds.
Tens of thousands.
Yeah, it's
Tens
at least
of
10 grand
thousands.
first time if you get proper representation.
Yep. And
If you go
and
with
you
the
see
public
it, and
defender,
from it,
you're
you see the
fucked.
plethora of people with electric bikes,
A whole
mopeds,
bunch of people down here with electric bicycles.
electric bicycles.
Actually, this place, the Catch, used to be years ago. Not even that many years
The
ago. was
Parasite
the Paradise
Pub.
Pub. The Parasite Pub, as we used to call it.
Paradise
And
Parasite.
they had a 6 to 9 happy hour. A.M.
Yeah, 6 to
Wait,
9
I got a
in the
call
morning,
from
man.
Paramus, New Jersey.
They had a 6 to 9.
I apologize. You're calling. Okay.
They had a
Whoever
6
was
to
calling
9
me from
a.m.
Paramus.
happy hour, and they had a bike rack right out here, right out front, and that sucker'd be full,
Really? The bike.
full of bicycles.
That was the same way in Cape Canaveral at the Straw Hat Club in Cape Canaveral. I bet it's still that way. You go there ain't a car in the parking lot, but there's bicycles all around the building. Not a car in the parking lot. Maybe one.
Really?
Maybe the bartender that
Yeah,
didn't-
bartender still can drive, but that's it.
I recall one time in Wildwood, New Jersey, after having a long early happy hour, a long happy hour, getting on a bike and attempting to ride for fun outside the place I rented with some friends. And I was crashing the bike left and right. And I swear to people across the street were having a conniption watching me fucking flipping the bike over and stuff. I was falling over. I was much more flexible. I could not do that shit right now. Any one of the falls that I did before would have landed me in the emergency room.
Yep, probably.
Before right now.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how you... I mean, drinking and... okay, this is going to be politically incorrect.
It's okay. You can do that.
I'm going to do politically incorrect. It's very dangerous, and it's very irresponsible to drive when you're drinking. But
it's a lot less
it's
painful.
much easier to drive drunk than to ride a bike drunk.
I believe that.
You know?
Yeah, man,
Actually-
because a car is self-balancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they'll pull you over. They'll pull you over here if they see you and you keep on falling over.
Oh, you can get
like
a
Artie
DUI on a
Johnson and
bicycle.
laughing. Remember that?
You can get a BUI.
I know you
people
get
that got
DUI.
DUIs on bicycles.
I know, but you don't get as big a deal. It's not a big a deal, right?
Oh, no, it's the same thing. They
Same
suspend
thing,
your
man.
license,
Oh, yeah.
everything.
If you get in one on a bicycle,
Oh, yeah.
If you get one in a boat, they suspend your
Yeah,
driver's
same
license.
thing, man. Boats, they're...
In Florida, man,
a boat.
a
How about if you're
DUI
walking down the street?
No, that's public drunk. That's still public drunk. And
Does
public
not affect your.
intoxication.
But
No.
if you're on anything that moves,
Yep.
even if it's under
How about
your...
if you're on an escalator?
No, that's probably...
You're not
public
driving
drunk.
the escalator.
What if you do have the remote for it?
I didn't know they had remotes for
Yeah,
escalators.
remotes to speed it up, and just like a vibrator.
Well, so I can get an app on my phone and speed up this
If I had,
goddamn
if I
I'm
had
just
a remote,
kidding,
if
Luke.
I had a
I'm
remote
just
for the escalator, I'd be tossing people 30 feet off.
I know that'd be fucking great if you could speed it up 10 times.
Or I'd wait for that guy that's in a hurry and he's running towards the escalator, and I'd stop it.
Hey, I just want to tell you,
Shit, that'd be
I'm
funny.
the dickhead at the airport where they have the escalator next to the steps that runs up the steps.
Well, there you go.
I'm that jerk off
Oh, I'm the guy
because I
that's-
can't stay behind you.
No, I'm the guy that's standing on the escalator, and I ain't moving a fucking muscle because
Let
I'm
me
in
ask
a
this one.
hurry.
Miss, can I help you? Oh, no, come right in. It looked like you were looking for somebody. Oh, we have
Very well.
in here. I'm just being helpful.
I don't-
I'm never off duty.
No,
and
no.
Kathy, if you're listening, we're doing our job. Oh, my God. I hope she didn't leave.
No, she's looking
I
for
think
her
you
friend
scared
that's
her.
waiting outside. There she comes.
What?
She's
Oh,
coming
good.
back in.
I didn't want to drive my house.
She's okay. You didn't scare her off yet?
No, not at all.
You want to take another go? I bet you can scare her off.
No, I will not.
I bet if Ty didn't scare her off,
She was
you
in
might,
very
you
good
might
shape
not
for an
be able
older
to scare
woman.
her
Did you notice that?
She
She had nice hair,
I
too.
wouldn't challenge her to a foot race.
No, I know. She looked fit. She
Probably.
definitely did look fit. And she was older than all of us.
Probably.
And she was in very, very...
Either
Good
that
for
or
her.
she's done a lot of meth.
No, she didn't have that skinny leg.
Yeah,
What
she-
happened? It starts breaking
She
down
was
your
looking
muscle.
all run out.
What were you looking at here? How far along are we?
Oh, we got about another 7, 8 minutes.
7, 8. That's pretty good, Luke. I'm telling
78 minutes.
7 or 8.
you. You know what I was thinking that we're coming in.
Coming.
You're coming.
There we go.
We're next
Not even
week.
breathing heavy.
In the next episode, we're going to be talking about mini season. I don't want to get into it. Jump ahead.
Fucking
The next one,
mini-season.
no, we're going to talk about mini
fucking
season.
Christ.
We're doing it. I know we're going to talk about mini season. We're talking about all the negative connotations. And
If
you know
it's
what?
tourist season,
Since
why
we're not
can't you
going
shoot
to,
'em?
we're not going to get TDC money. That's all right. That's all right. But we're going to see
Tourist
the
Development
boats, the
Council,
boats that
for
are going to be
those that
coming
don't know
down
what
here.
TDC
It's
is.
going to be like Keith Carr's going to see people with boats coming down. And when the people with boats.
Dude, you
I don't know how fucked up they get down here, but they leave loose shit on the back of their boats. They put it on their trailer,
And it's
and I
all
swear to
scattered
God,
all
I
over
will
US 1, man.
I will pick up a life
Coolers.
preserver, life vest.
Coolers.
Oh, I I did get a cooler one time. I think it was off a work truck.
No,
one time.
nobody ever dumps Yetis. They're always those cheap ass fucking.
No, what
Blue
disgusts
Igloos.
me is the amount
Or
of
one of those
dirty
big circular
diapers and
ones that you put
garbage
water-
tied in the mangroves. That's what kills me. All the people just come down here and they trash the keys. They throw in their garbage in the mangroves, picking up beer bottles.
Hey,
baby
Luke, I'm telling you,
diapers, all this. It's just
no. I
fucking
saw
incredible.
a picture of a river in Haiti, and it
Oh
was
my God,
wall to
they
wall
fucking trash.
garbage
It's-
just coming
If
out.
you look at
and
the
I'm
coast-
not saying, hey, come on. When you're starving and shit like that, the last thing you're worrying about
Is
is where
pollution.
you throw your fucking trash.
Well, here's the thing. So if you look at Haiti and the Dominican Republic, they're on the same fucking
I
island.
know.
If you
one
fly
has
over,
one has trees,
the
one
other
does
is
not
fucking
have
clear
any
cut,
fucking
man.
trees.
I'll tell you why.
If you fly
'Cause
over,
they
it's
have-
brown on one side and
Yeah.
green
I know.
on the other.
Well, I mean, what was the guy's name that was in? There was a dictator in.
Oh, Papa Doc, Baby Doc.
No,
Nope.
that's the one in Haiti. But the one that was in Dominican Republic, there was one there too. He was big into conservations. He set up these huge preserves, set up conservation laws and all that stuff because that was his thing. Now, if Papa Doc, that was his thing, he would have done the same. But okay, this is my view. There's been a long, and it's going to piss off some listeners. I apologize. No, I don't. Fuck you. If you don't hear me.
There you go.
What happened after the
I'm sorry.
during the
I'm
French
so
Revolution? During the French Revolution, Toussaint Louverture, a slave. Haiti was probably 5 slaves to every one owner. It could have been larger. It could have been 10 to 1. And what happened is they were fucking brutal to their. I mean, almost when slavery's a brutal system. The way they do it, the
Oh,
way they
it's
enforce
like
it.
you're-
It is.
this-
And
'cause
when they
you're looking at somebody who's less than a human.
and when they overthrew them, they were brutal to those people. And the French tried to retake it. Napoleon tried to retake it, but they couldn't because you know what? You couldn't land. They were determined people. They understood what would happen if the French soldiers were able to retake it. So they were never able to retake it. And after that, the United States wouldn't recognize them. Why would they recognize them in 1805 or 1807? Because if they recognized them, they'd recognize a black government in our hemisphere when we had legalized slavery here in the United States. So for over 200 years, not over 200 years, over 150,
Fuck the math,
40 years,
man.
140 years, they had to reject Haiti. And the largest trading partner they could possibly have in the Western Hemisphere ignored them. It didn't recognize them, did not accept their ambassadors. So they were left to their own devices. And when you're left by your own devices, like the National Fruit Company, U.S., what was it? That's why you got Banana you ever heard about Banana Republics?
Republic.
When they show up, when you have a weak government and a powerful company comes in, they can go and say, oh, well, we want to fucking do this, and they let you do whatever. And the president of Haiti would do that, and he would allow a strong man to arise, not a man that cared about the people. So
No, just a man.
this
that's
is
there to
why they
exploit
neglected. We neglected
everything.
the care for, and they did the same. We did the same thing in Cuba, in Nicaragua, and all those places, even in Mexico.
Yep. There you
So
go.
here we go. Are we near there? I mean,
I have no idea
this
where
is
we are.
not a political discussion. That was
We
historical.
got 2
When-
minutes.
So they were dirt fucking poor and all that stuff. So now they're miserable every time a hurricane hits. They have no fucking infrastructure. So what are you going to do?
Oh, and
You're
they
going to
get hit
dump all
by-
your garbage and stuff into the ocean
Well,
because you're just worrying about
And
your
they
next
also,
meal.
not only do they get hit by hurricanes, they also get hit by fucking earthquakes. and
Yeah,
shit,
earthquakes,
man.
hurricanes, everything.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
they're in a fucking a shit box of fucking
Yeah.
confluence.
I
man.
know.
Yeah, and that's the way it is. And you know
Dude,
what?
And there's a big Haitian community in Miami. And if you're living 20 deep in a 3-bedroom house or a 3-room house, and you're working at McDonald's making minimum wage, and you think you got it good, you know where you came from had issues.
And I spoke about this fucking dude, the manager of the Speedway down here, and it used to be the Hess and then the
Yep.
Speedway. That guy's been there since I've been here 11 years. I know probably was here before me. And that guy's there every day. He does a job. He's a nice guy. He gets you whatever you want. The guy's Haitian. He's a hard worker. I mean, whenever he says there's plenty of piece of shit people that were born here of every different ethnic background, but these people work their asses off, and they're working the American dream. So if you don't believe our restaurant industry in Florida, if it wasn't for Latinos, would collapse.
Shit. Fucking
fucking
Trump's place up there. He employs nothing but illegals, man.
I know, they
he,
got-
and he's. I mean, that's the hypocrisy in what he does. Oh, it's all about him. Oh, blah blah blah. No, he's all about the employee housing. You bring brown people from third world countries.
Well-
You pay them less than fair wages because you give them a shithole to stay in. And they, it's like, oh, how many people can we cram in this 3-bedroom? Oh, at least 6. At least.
Well, they're thankful for it.
Well, yeah, because
They're thankful for it. If you got indoor plumbing,
'Cause
the water that comes out of your faucet, if
Is
your water
drinkable.
comes out of your faucet is drinkable, holy shit, you hit
Well, and that's
the-
another thing he's trying to get
the
rid of. Is
jackpot.
clean
You hit the
drinking
fucking
water.
jackpot.
There you go.
If you got an indoor toilet,
I want
and
clean
that's
air.
your-
I want clean drinking water. I don't fucking want the EPA to be tamed down to let fucking people pollute more. That's fucked up. How
I brought this in. So this is
trickle down doesn't work.
what it does when you're in the bathroom.
It trickles all the time.
It always
as you get
trickles
older.
down. Remember
not
Dick
talking
Trickle?
about the
Dick
little-
Trickle, was it Dick Trickle?
Dick Trickle,
Dick
man,
Trickle.
he died in
Mr.
a,
Trickle.
in a
It's all
car
about
wreck,
Trickle, man.
Mr. Trickle.
This is Jim the Keys
I like
bartender.
when
I want to thank Luke
trickles
Glenn.
down my neck.
Luke Glenn's going to be the next one to sign off, and then we're going to leave it up to Bill Wissinger.
Oh wait, aren't we going to do like the extra bonus shot of the Keys bartender?
Yeah, we'll do a bonus shot next round.
Damn, I should have rolled a joint for in between.
No Bogart that
I wouldn't be
joint, my
coherent.
friend.
I wouldn't.
Pass
Don't.
it over to me.
I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning. I have no idea what the fuck's going on. I've been sucking in car exhaust all day.
I went home. I did my gig last night, and I was home at 11 o'clock. As soon as I got packed up, Sandy's like, "Oh, you didn't go out?" I'm like, "No, it's 1,000 fucking degrees outside."
I was home and using my prayer cards that we Irish Catholics always do
Homo,
when we're here.
homo on rain.
Yeah. We're the queers
And the
and the
butt-fuckers play.
play.
We're seldom
Hey,
as heard.
we are
not-
Sexual
we are-
word, and the buttholes
hey, we
are
love-
greasy all day.
Hey, we love gay
That's
people,
just a
trans
stupid song.
people, and all those people. That was just a funny song, but we
I
don't want
make
to make
up
a little
funny shit like that.
Okay. We don't. We love.
I haven't done any of my Charlie Daniels
our gay,
song yet,
trans,
man.
and
Easy,
Clear
Easy
community.
Rider 88.
Well, no, not that one, man. My interpretation of Devil Went Down to Georgia. He's looking for some balls of steel. He is in a bind because he's way behind. He's willing to make a deal. So he come upon this young man beating on his meat and doing it hot. So the devil lumped out his hickory stump and said, "Boy, let me tell you what. I guess you didn't know it, but I'm a meat beater, too. And if you care to take it there, I'll make a bet with you. Now, you beat off pretty quick, boy, but give devils due. I bet that pussy of gold against your soul. I can jerk off faster than you."
Oh, there
Boy
we
said,
go.
"My name's Johnny, and it might be a
Thank you,
sin.
Keith.
But I'll take your bet. You're going to regret. I'm the fastest
that
meat
one.
beater there's ever
I
been.
get that
Johnny, rosin up your balls and pull
Thank
your
you.
meat hard."
Appreciate it.
Never mind.
Okay, Bill, it's over to you, buddy.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
That's Keith coming over, a good friend coming over.
And
by
he's
the-
got an excellent fucking T-shirt on. It
Yes,
says,
he
"I'm
does.
not anti-social." It says, "I'm anti-stupid."
And it's stupid.
Boy, there
Story
you
of
go.
my life. Well, thank you all. We appreciate you listening. We're going to run another episode here in probably 10, 15 minutes. We're going to do it again. Thank you all for tuning in. We do appreciate everybody that listens. And tune back in, and we will see you next time. Thank you so much.
it's Jamie, Progressive's Employee of the Month, 2 months in a row. Leave a message at the... Hi, Jamie. It's me, Jamie. I just had a new idea for our song about the Name Your Price tool. So when it's like, tell us what you want to pay, hey, 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 and the trombone goes, blah, 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 and you say, we'll help you find coverage options to fit your budget. Then we just all do finger snaps while a choir goes, savings coming at ya, savings coming at ya. Yes? No? Maybe? Anyway, see your practice tonight. I got new lyrics for the rap break.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hi, it's Jamie, Progressive's #1, #2 employee. Leave a message at the... Hey, Jamie. It's me, Jamie. This is your daily pep talk. I know it's been rough going ever since people found out about your a cappella group, Mad Harmony, but you will bounce back. I mean, you're the guy always helping people find coverage options with the Name Your Price tool. It should be you giving me the pep talk. Now get out there, hit that high note, and take Mad Harmony all the way to nationals this year! Sorry, it's pitchy.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.